Welcome to SkinnyBoy-Entertainment. Thank you for joining me. I hope everything that you touch is filled with many, many blessings. Whatever you go through in life, you keep moving forward and you don't give up and you remember who you are to the core. Listen, today's topic, Baltimore City. What if I told you 0 students could pass the state math exam? I did not say 1, I did not say 2, and I did not say 3. I said 0. Do you know what 0 means? 0 means nothing, nobody, no one passed this exam. This is alarming. Where are the leaders? Where are the teachers? And why are the students just giving up? So without further ado, let's go.
A stunning report from Project Baltimore showing the situation in some Baltimore City schools is dire.
Now, usually our Project Baltimore report comes in a little later in our newscast, but tonight we need to bring your attention to this report.
It's because it shows 23 city schools have 0 students who tested proficient on the state math exam. 2,000 students in total took this math test at these schools, and not one did math at a grade level.
Listen to those numbers. Where is the bell ringing for some type of crisis moment? My God.
This isn't a red siren. I don't know what is to say. This isn't working. We need to completely redo this.
Fox 45 News is demanding answers about that report from state and local leaders. Our team coverage begins with Project Baltimore and a mother calling on someone to fix city schools.
As Chris Papps explains, this mother says major changes need to happen now or she's leaving.
Nothing up there for them. Nothing. They go there to get babysit for 8 hours and come home.
Michelle Watkins is exhausted.
I feel like they don't care. It's not their children. They don't care.
After years of pleading for help from Baltimore City Public.
That must be hard on a mother. And I know she's trying to do the best that she can, trying to support her child, hoping the best that, hey, in the time where I'm working hard, when I'm trying to support you in this hard city, at least you can get an education. Where I'm entrusting the schools, I'm entrusting the teachers to instill something in you that will want to push you harder than anybody else. But then you come back and your child is not performing.
Public schools.
Look around. I'm in public housing. I can't afford no $1,000 tutor from Sylvan, but that's what he needs, a tutor.
Her son is in 4th grade at Johnston Square Elementary. For years, she says she's been trying to get the school system to hold her son back, give him time to learn the material, instead of just pushing him through the grades. 5 months ago, in October.
Wow. The fact that a mother's telling you, hey, do not push my child to the next grade, he's not ready, is alarming. That the schools even know that your child's not ready, but they're still going to push him on because why? Some teachers don't want to deal with him. Some teachers don't want to deal with the students. They'll just push him on to the next grade. They know what's going on. They understand the situation. And the fact that she's pleading, hey, do not push my son on, you should be embarrassed. These leaders do not care about these people. The environment is not even a good environment. She said, I'm in public housing. Look where I'm at. I cannot afford to put my child in somewhere fancy. I just want the best for him.
She even wrote Project Baltimore asking for help, saying her son is not getting the education he needs.
He can't read. He's in the 4th grade. How is he supposed to be productive?
Right.
If he can't read.
Baltimore City is facing a devastating reality as
then Watkins saw this Project Baltimore story Monday night, confirming what she already knew.
When I seen the name Johnston Square on there, I knew what I was doing and what I was saying was absolutely correct.
Project Baltimore combed through the 2022 state test results known as MCAP, Maryland Comprehensive Assessment Program. Every Maryland student is tested in 3rd through 8th grade, and once again in high school in both math and English. Scores place the students in one of 4 levels. Levels 1 and 2 are considered not proficient. 3 and 4 are proficient. We found in 23 Baltimore City schools, there were 0 students who tested proficient in math. Not a single student. And on
23 schools and not a single student you could say is proficient. What do you do? Let me ask my viewers, my subscribers. What do you do as a... Now, I'm not sure if she's a single mother, but I know the statistics for black people. 70% of our homes are raised by single parents. So when that child is growing up, he's already missing something that's supposed to be there. So then he's going into this school already hoping for the best. And you have everybody else in this school who's exactly like him. Maybe they're not the smartest. Maybe their home's not the best environment. But they come to school to learn. So hopefully a teacher could instill some encouraging words, could explain to them why we are doing this. What's the importance of being able to read? What's the importance of math? What your projected future is. But no, you don't have that.
On that list, Johnston Square.
I wasn't surprised. It needs to be something done today. Yeah, they get a whole lot of money, and it's coming out my check. I see it.
Baltimore City funds nearly 20% of city schools. This year, that amount hit $309 million. So Project Baltimore sent an email to every city council member and Mayor Brandon Scott. We asked, who do you hold accountable for these concerning test results? What steps will you take as an elected leader to address these low scores and improve student outcomes? And will you ask for further investigation to determine why so many schools have so few students proficient in math? Councilman Eric Costello quickly replied, saying he was dismayed by our findings, adding, "This is
dismayed by your findings." The phone, oh man, dismayed. Listen, how are you a leader and your findings, you knew of this already? When you took the job, you already knew what was going on. When you was put in this position, it was your job to change the projected outcome of what was currently going on in this situation. But instead, you continue to meet the regular things. You continue to do your job as you say, but not care about anything else. How are you still getting paid? How are you still employed? And your city's horrible. The school system is terrible. That is embarrassment.
This is not the performance that we expect for Baltimore's children. Costello also explained that City Council has virtually no control over the schools, saying the council can do very little when it comes to school performance and can't even withhold funds.
That we invest in them now.
As for the mayor, we didn't receive a reply.
As a mother of children who go to one
that
of
was the mayor
schools, do you want to hear from the mayor?
No, not really. I don't. Because what is he going to say? What is he going to do? But make a whole bunch of promises that he's not going to fulfill. So I just feel like that's pointless. I need somebody that's going to do something.
City schools also declined an interview to discuss.
What you can do for your child is leave. Leave that city. When we have so many people running that city and 0 students are proficient in math, they're not doing nothing. They are not doing nothing. They do not care. They clock in and they clock out. They get their money while your child at the end of the day knows nothing. And you was exactly right. They babysit your kids for 8 hours. That's it. That's literally it.
These 23 schools, but explained in a statement the steps it's taking to improve math scores, including professional development for teachers, summer learning, and an extended learning period at the end of the day.
Listen, the way you can change this is in your household. The way you can change this is your environment. And the way you can change this, employ teachers who understand the situation and are hungry to teach or have a desire to teach. Because I guarantee you there are some kids in that class who rebel, who do not care about trying to learn, who ruin it for the rest of the class. Get them out of there. Get them out. Anyone who does not want to learn, get them out. This is wild.
The district said it's confident these steps will work. Watkins is not.
I have a black son that got to grow up in Baltimore City. That's why. That's why I'm so emotional. That means in
She's
Baltimore
mad.
City, you having a black child, a male child at that, is only 2 ways out. You're either gonna be dead or locked up. And I don't want that for my son. Do you think you still need a tutor?
Watkins told Project Baltimore she has no hope the school system will ever improve.
I want to see hope. I really do.
Her plan is to continue working and save money. As soon as she can afford it, she says she's leaving the city.
That is the plan. That's the only thing I can see. They got to grow up. They got to be able to go to the grocery store. They got to be able to afford bills, a roof. They got to survive. I'm not going to always be here. When I close my eyes, then what?
She said it right. My kids need to survive. Now, what happens when those kids, if they can't read, if they can't write, right? Now they cannot get a job. So what's going to happen? They need to survive. And when push gets to shove, what's going to happen? They're going to go to the fast money. Fast money either gets you locked up or dead, as she stated. For all my black individuals, you need to understand this one thing. It is very, very important that we invest in the youth. Forget what's going on right now. Your main focus is the youth because they are the future. Our future engineers, lawyers, doctors, nurses, firemen. They are the future. And if you cannot instill any growth, any inspiration, a path for them to where they can see a vision where they can see themselves being free of the lifestyle that they're in right now, things will not change. There are so many things that need to be addressed. Let's go.
Your son's getting the education he needs to survive.
Absolutely. He's not.
I'm Chris Pabst, and this is Project Baltimore.
Well, Fox 45 News has been pressing leaders in both Baltimore and Annapolis about who's at fault and how they're planning to remedy the situation. Mackenzie Frost has the responses, including some pushing back on Fox 45 News coverage of these serious issues in city schools.
We went from City Hall to the halls here in Annapolis, and some leaders representing Baltimore City simply don't want to talk about some of these students who are failing in the classroom. Now, I'm told an oversight hearing will be held in Baltimore City to demand answers from the leaders of city schools. The data shows 2,000 students in Baltimore City public schools are not proficient in math. From elementary through high school, these students in 23 schools across Baltimore are falling behind. Fox 45's Project Baltimore sending questions to the city council, asking them about the test scores and the families impacted. Wednesday,
I am aware of that report.
we asked members in person
They don't care.
about the glaring gaps in success.
Should he hold an oversight hearing with the CEO of city schools to talk about these failing kids?
Yeah, I definitely think it's worthwhile. I think it's important for us to understand what's going on. That's the only way for us to actually make any change here.
Others inside City Hall, where the council provides oversight and has a hand in the budgeting process, not talking about the problems.
My colleague sent an email about the 23 schools in the city who have 0 students who are proficient in math.
Yeah, sorry, I'm not talking to any Sinclair affiliate. that's the end of that.
You don't have any concerns about these failing schools?
No, I don't have any interest
They don't care.
in talking to anybody from any Sinclair broadcast group
Why is
affiliate.
that?
I'm not going to talk about it.
We traveled.
Because we don't care. That's what it is. Because we don't care. Why won't you talk about what's going on in the schools? Oh, I'm not going to. See, I know what's going on. I just don't care. And as long as I make my money at the end of the day, that's all that matters. That's what's going on. They don't care.
To Annapolis, seeking out leaders from Baltimore City, demanding answers from the chair of the House Education Subcommittee.
I just needed to ask you about the 23 schools that have 0 students who are.
Delegate Stephanie Smith.
Who do you hold accountable for that?
Walking into the committee
Wow,
room
look. You are a black leader in Baltimore, and you're walking away as if it's not your issue. These are not my kids. These are not my students. I don't give a damn. That's basically what you just said to them. That's basically what you just said to the city of Baltimore. Oh, we don't care. We recognize it's there, but we don't care. And you know what's sad too? What's even more sad? You have many more black people electing these people into the same office every single year, holding the same position, but not making one damn change.
Delegate Lewis.
We also found delegates Sandy Rosenberg and Robin Lewis questioning them about the failures of schools as well.
I sent you an email about the 23 schools in Baltimore City who have 0 students who are proficient in math.
When you do a school story about something succeeding in the schools, I'll respond. You never do.
Succeeding? What? Oh, so when you address positive issues, I'll respond to that. But when I bring up the negative issues, I'm going to ignore that. So you only pick, that's literally what's going on. And that's the mindset of most of what a lot of black people think. See, we always, what we like to do, right? We don't ever want to address the issues in our communities with our people. What we will do is say, hey, what about all the good? 70% of our homes are raised by single-parent households. 84% of our kids cannot read or write. And you have the audacity. You have the audacity to not address those issues head on. I'm in the video here because these leaders, they show their true colors. When pressed on a topic concerning to the community, we don't give a damn. We'll wait until you cover something that makes us look as the good guys. We'll talk about more when you can bring up a positive story, but not the issues that need to be addressed, not the important ones. For all my young black men out there, please stay in your kid's life. Please try to instill what a man is. Because if we want these problems solved ourselves, you will need to support our people, remain in the homes. Black women, same. I know you're strong. You're strong and independent. We have to be together to change our culture, to change our environment. It's time we stop blaming everybody else for our shortcomings. It's time we wake up. Wake up and smell the coffee. Change can start with us. But this video just it just shows the lack of accountability on all parts, all sides. But hey, drop a comment if you agree with me or if you disagree. Let's hash it back and forth. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe, but I'm done.